Hey everybody, and today we have a mod review of the ProSthetics mod by Guff. And yes, for those of you paying attention, he is also the guy who made the Minor Alchemy mod. So yeah. So basically what this mod is about, getting right into it here, no delay, is about creating your own custom metals. This mod is very early in its production right now, and you may notice if you go to the download link, it's not very updated. But you can still take a look at it in an old version. And the mod author is working on ProSthetics Remixed, which I will do like an updated thing on when it comes out. But this will be the basics. And yeah, you'll just get a taste of the mod, get the basics, and then more advanced features coming soon. Yes, the only two main items we're going to need, the crusher and the smelter. So I said we can make our own metals, and basically we do this by making alloys. So we can grab any material in the game, like, I don't know, an iron and a gold, and we can grind them into dust. And you do that in the crusher because, you know, it crushes them into dust. And you can basically use any sort of fuel for this, like even sticks, and they're just staring me in the face, so we'll just use them up. So it runs somewhat fast. It's not like the speediest thing in the world. So it's just as fuel efficient as a furnace because the stick uses half a thing in it, and it still does for this. So what you're going to notice is you're going to get this dust mixture. This is an iron dust mixture, and if you hold S, you get the stats. So these are basically all the stats of any tool you make out of iron. So, you know, it does 2 damage, which for those of you wondering, that's not the damage done with a sword. That's the base damage, and a sword has 4 added to that, I believe. And like axe adds 3, pickaxe adds 2, shovel adds 1, and hose keep it the same. Something like that. Durability is 250, efficiency 6, blah, 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 blah. Yes, and this is gold, so that's the familiar thing. Not very much damage, not very much durability, but high efficiency and enchantability, just like our normal gold. And basically, what we can do is combine these to get a new dust mixture. And this basically starts adding up the things here. So obviously 250 plus 32 is 282. So everything is starting to get added up here. But obviously it's the stacking and stacking. Well, my brain isn't working here. The stacking and stacking, this is a pretty powerful thing now because it's got a really high efficiency and a decent durability. And yes, you could like stack this as many times as you want and get like 1,000 efficiency. This thing costs 2 metals, so if you wanted like 1,000 efficiency, like 1 dust could easily be like 1,000 metals. So then you just have to smelt it up. It's sticks again. And this thing is kind of slow, I think. Well, it's decent. And I'll just be right back when this is done. Alright, and we are back, and I just made these same exact ingots. These are exactly the same. One thing that's a bug that can't really be fixed too easily, so don't blame the mod author, is stacking is a little bit odd. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm just going to time set it to 0 here. And we have just enough to make a pick. So, all these ingots are each 1 iron and 1 gold. So this pick in total costs 3 iron and 3 gold, and it's got that nice little stats. So pick, like I said, adds 2 damage, and everything else is pretty much the same. And you saw it had armor stats too, but that doesn't really apply to a pick. So if we go into game mode 0 here, also known as survival, we can see that it mines pretty darn fast, and it's the equivalent of, the speed is the equivalent of iron plus gold. And it's got the durability of iron plus gold. So pretty nice pick. It's just a mixed pickaxe. You can name it if you want and be like iron gold pick. It's like a gold pick but more ironic. And what's really cool about this mod is that it has compatibility. It has a little API thing that looks at any tool set added by any other mod, and if it makes its tool sets in a vanilla-y way, so like something like Tinker's Construct, I don't think, like Tinker's Construct metals, I don't think you can make into tools the normal way, so I don't think that would work. Could be wrong. For those of you who don't know what what Tinker's construct is. Don't worry about it. All you need to know is that tools in it aren't crafted the normal way. So they might work, but I'm pretty sure they don't. And also, it doesn't have to be metals. It can you can also like grind up diamonds, or I'm not sure if you can do stone. Maybe. So it works on anything you can make tools out of, even stone. You can see we've got a nice little stone mixture here. It's all the things of stone. And yeah, this also adds some of its own ores here, which we can see. I haven't like looked around for these ores, so I don't know exactly where they spawn, but these ones need to be smelted up. Nanoite and uvasorite. And these ones just break directly into gems. And this one looks all netherracky, so I'm guessing it spawns in nether. And this one looks dirt-y, so dirty. Yes, it looks very dirty, so I'm guessing it spawns close to the surface. Again, I did look for these ores, but I couldn't find them, so I'm not positive on any of this stuff. Or I'm positive on like some of this stuff. And I tested that this does not break with a shovel, it does break with a pick. And I add their little dust mixtures here so you can see their stats. So if you want to make tools out of them, you can't make tools directly out of them, like just make a regular nanoite pick. You have to grind them into dust mixtures first. So nanoite has a whopping -3 damage, but it's got a insane durability, and a insane efficiency, and a bad enchantability, and a really good harvest level, and this decent-ish armor. So make a pick out of this. Don't make a sword, please. And armor if you want, but just make a pick. Uvasorite, pretty bad damage, decent durability, pretty good efficiency, average enchantability. This one's a pretty average one here. It's pretty fast, but other than that, pretty average. And this one does 7 damage, and you add 4 to that for a sword, and that's whoa right there. But oh my goodness, look at that efficiency. That's horrible. So make a sword out of that stuff. So sword out of this stuff, pick out of this stuff, and this thing's kind of bad all around. Like the fluorite, not really anything particularly good about it. But what can you say? It's made out of dirt. So topaz, sword, uvasorite, average, nanoite, pick, fluorite, just kind of bad. So those are the ores added by this mod. Last thing you can do involves armor. So you can see I've got these nice mixed armor here, and it's made of diamond and stone. And what you can do is you can add a trimming. So if I put any sort of dye on it, it gets a trimming. And this works with any color dye on any armor, just whatever you want. And we're just going to take a look on how it looks. The armor texture on the player is currently bugged right now, but you can kind of get a gist of what it's supposed to look like by this. So that's not necessarily the only bug in this mod, but what can you expect? It's beta. It's still worth a download, so you guys should go check it out because it is cool, awesome, quite tastic. And if you're interested in the ProSthetics remixed and what's coming up, the mod author does have a write-up available for ProSthetics remixed on what kind of features will be added. So yeah, it's kind of a lot of reading, but if you don't mind that, you can take a look. And if you don't want to wait, then you can just wait a little while for it to come out and watch my updated mod review. And that's kind of all there is to it for now, but I think this mod has really big potential, and I'm looking forward to updates. Definitely will be having an update video, so this is kind of a mod review and a mod preview, because preview is like a review, but with a P. It's a P review. Whoa! So just tossing our mixed pickaxe in the air, and I hope that you enjoyed this mod review, and you will try out the ProSthetics mod, and when it's ready, you will try out ProSthetic Remixed. Small mod, big potential, and yes, if this does seem a little OP, major balancing is happening in the next big update thing. So guys, the thing I don't like about my outro is it just seems so sudden. I'm just kind of talking and then we're like, yep, see you later. It's so short. I need a longer outro. But I don't have one, so I'll see you later, guys.